Welcome to Vintage Homey, where cozy nostalgia meets timeless elegance. In today's video, we're diving into the heartwarming trend of Grandmacore aesthetics blended with French vintage charm, perfect for creating a dreamy autumn 2025 kitchen. We've curated 12 unique concepts that combine the warmth of Grandma's kitchen with the sophisticated allure of French countryside style. From rustic textures to delicate accents, each idea brings seasonal coziness and vintage flair to life. Join us as we explore how to transform your kitchen into a space that feels like a warm hug from the past, infused with autumnal vibes. Let's get inspired. This concept embraces soft lace curtains fluttering over a farmhouse sink, paired with weathered wooden cabinets painted in creamy ivory. Vintage brass handles gleam softly, reflecting the golden hues of autumn leaves outside. A worn oak table holds a centerpiece of dried lavender and pumpkins, evoking cozy family gatherings. The walls, adorned with faded floral wallpaper, whisper stories of yesteryears. Copper pots hang from a wrought iron rack, their patina adding warmth. The scent of cinnamon and cloves lingers, as sunlight filters through lace, casting delicate patterns on terracotta tiles. This kitchen feels like a gentle embrace, blending Grandmacore's nostalgic comfort with French elegance, perfect for sipping tea on crisp autumn mornings. Imagine a kitchen where classic French toile fabric drapes over windows, showcasing pastoral scenes in soft blues and creams. Reclaimed wooden beams frame the ceiling, their knots telling tales of time. A butcher block island, scarred from years of use, holds a ceramic pitcher filled with goldenrod. Enamelware dishes in muted green stack neatly on open shelves, while a vintage chandelier casts a warm glow. The floor, laid with aged stone tiles, feels cool underfoot, grounding the space in rustic charm. This kitchen feels like a French countryside retreat, where Grandmacore's heartfelt simplicity meets vintage sophistication, perfect for baking apple tarts in autumn's embrace. This kitchen radiates warmth with chambray blue cabinetry, softly distressed to reveal hints of creamy white beneath. A vintage iron stove, adorned with enamel knobs, anchors the space, while woven wicker baskets hold fresh apples and pears. Delicate glass cloches cover homemade pastries on a marble countertop, evoking French patisserie charm. The walls, painted in a warm taupe, display framed botanical prints of autumn herbs. A linen runner graces the table, paired with mismatched china. The air carries the scent of baked bread, making this space a cozy Grandmacore haven with French vintage elegance, perfect for autumn evenings. Picture a kitchen bathed in the soft glow of a harvest moon, with creamy cabinets accented by black wrought iron hinges. A rustic trestle table holds a bounty of autumn gourds and candles in tarnished silver holders. Delicate French lace doilies adorn shelves, displaying vintage teacups. The walls, clad in soft sage green, feature hand-painted vines. A copper kettle simmers on a vintage stove, filling the air with herbal tea aromas. Terracotta pots with rosemary add earthy notes. This space blends Grandmacore's comforting nostalgia with French vintage charm, creating an inviting autumnal retreat for cozy gatherings. This kitchen exudes warmth with pumpkin orange accents on cabinet knobs and drawer pulls, set against soft white wood. A French Provincial table, slightly worn, holds a vase of dried wheat and sunflowers. Linen curtains with subtle floral embroidery frame windows, letting in autumn's golden light. Open shelves display vintage ceramic crocks, their earthy tones complementing herringbone brick flooring. A cast iron skillet rests on a retro stove, hinting at hearty meals. The space feels like a cozy nook, blending Grandmacore's homely warmth with French vintage sophistication, ideal for autumn's crisp days. Envision a kitchen where soft lavender walls create a serene backdrop, paired with creamy cabinets featuring glass knobs. A linen-upholstered bench sits by a round oak table, adorned with a lace runner and a bowl of figs. Vintage French lanterns hang above, casting a warm glow. Open shelves hold blue and white porcelain, evoking classic French charm. The floor, laid with weathered oak planks, adds rustic warmth. The scent of lavender and vanilla fills the air, making this Grandmacore-inspired space a tranquil French vintage haven, perfect for autumn mornings. This kitchen blends soft rose-pink cabinetry with distressed white accents, exuding delicate charm. A vintage French chandelier illuminates a walnut table, topped with a bouquet of dried roses and eucalyptus. Linen napkins with embroidered edges rest beside mismatched china plates. The walls, clad in textured plaster, feature vintage mirrors reflecting autumn light. A cast-iron range adds rustic warmth, while terracotta tiles ground the space. The air carries hints of rosewater and baked goods, creating a Grandmacore-inspired kitchen with French vintage allure, perfect for autumn tea parties. Imagine a kitchen with golden wheat tones painting the walls, paired with oak cabinets featuring wrought iron poles. A rustic trestle table holds a centerpiece of wheat sheaves and amber glassware. French lace curtains filter soft autumn light, casting intricate shadows. Open shelves display vintage copper molds, their patina glowing warmly. The floor, laid with aged brick, adds earthy texture. A vintage stove simmers with spiced cider, filling the air with cozy aromas. This Grandmacore-inspired space, infused with French vintage charm, feels like a warm autumn embrace, perfect for family gatherings. This kitchen features sage green cabinetry paired with stone countertops, evoking a French countryside retreat. A round table, draped with a linen cloth, holds a ceramic vase of dried sage and lavender. Vintage iron sconces cast a soft glow, highlighting textured stone walls. Open shelves display cream-colored pottery, adding rustic charm. The floor, laid with slate tiles, feels cool and grounding. A copper kettle on a vintage stove fills the air with herbal scents. This Grandmacore-inspired space blends French vintage elegance with autumn's cozy serenity, perfect for quiet mornings. Picture a kitchen with apricot-hued walls, paired with creamy cabinets and brass knobs. A vintage oak table holds a centerpiece of dried apricots and sunflowers in a ceramic jug. French lace curtains soften autumn's light, casting delicate patterns. Open shelves display vintage enamelware in soft pastels, adding charm. The floor, laid with terracotta tiles, adds warmth. A retro stove simmers with spiced jam, filling the air with sweet aromas. This Grandmacore-inspired kitchen, infused with French vintage style, feels like a cozy autumn haven, perfect for baking. This kitchen captures the essence of a French orchard with apple green cabinetry and a distressed wooden island. A farmhouse table holds a basket of apples and pears, draped with a linen runner. Vintage botanical prints adorn cream-colored walls, evoking autumn's harvest. French lace curtains frame windows, letting in soft light. Open shelves display copper pans, their patina glowing. The floor, laid with aged oak, adds rustic warmth. The scent of apple pie fills the air, making this Grandmacore-inspired space a cozy French vintage retreat for autumn. Envision a kitchen with cinnamon brown cabinetry paired with creamy walls, exuding warmth. A rustic oak table holds a centerpiece of cinnamon sticks and dried oranges in a vintage bowl. French lace doilies adorn shelves, displaying mismatched teacups. A vintage chandelier casts a soft glow, highlighting textured plaster walls. The floor, laid with terracotta tiles, adds earthy charm. A retro stove simmers with mulled wine, filling the air with spicy aromas. This Grandmacore-inspired kitchen, infused with French vintage charm, feels like a cozy autumn embrace, perfect for gatherings. That's all the ideas for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more ideas like this.